Again. So here's part two. Part two. Only doing this so that I don't have one just stupid massive file to upload, because that can create issues sometimes. All right. What, Ilham? You totally cut out. What was that?
Hours, recording 2 hours today.
Yeah, so we're going to record until Max has to leave in 45 minutes. And so we're going to record another 45 minutes. That will equal, because Max and I, before you got here, Max and I just started. So we'll count it. And then I'm sure I'll send an email to the professor, and I'll explain, like, look, Ilham wasn't here for the whole meeting at the beginning because she had some tech issues, but please, don't count that against her, if that's okay with you. Because I feel like it's pretty understandable. We started the meeting. You had to go to the bathroom for a while. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so item number 2 on the 7 benefits of exercise is exercise combats health conditions and diseases. And this one is really important to me, because, like, for example, my wife's grandfather has several health issues, and watching him, he's like the sweetest man, and I love that guy. But I feel so bad for him because he has so many health issues. He's got so much that he's going to the doctor for, and you can just tell he's so uncomfortable with so many things. And I just feel bad for him and that. And I don't want to be like that when I get older. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to be like that. And I feel like exercise to me, and I compare that to, like, for example, my grandfather on my mom's side. He is an employee at Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. He is the most tenured employee of that university. He was a professor, and now I think he just does, like, administration stuff for them. And he is in his mid-80s, and he still is working. They actually, I think they want him to leave, but he refuses to do it. And he still mows his lawn. He still does his garden.
Wow.
He's like this skinny, frail man. I feel like I'm going to break him when I hug him, but he still goes like a million miles an hour. He's always up late doing stuff. He's always cleaning his house. He's the happiest guy. And so to me, he's always been consistent with that. He's been very active. He's been very good with exercise. He's been very good at eating healthy. He's been very good at staying active. And so to me, when I see that, it's really encouraging to me. That's how I want to be. I don't want to get old. And, we talked before about a fear of getting old. And I don't want to get old and be miserable. I want to still be able to live my life. And I know that there's side effects of getting old that are unavoidable. But side effects, there are side effects. Let's list them all. But but that's kind of how I feel about that. I definitely have a fear of having chronic health conditions that are really miserable to deal with. How do you guys feel about that?
With a lot of health conditions are very genetic, especially
True.
comes to body type, physique, and all that. And on the middle, when they're younger, like I was 5'9" when I was younger, 134. General desired weight for that. And my grandfather said it was 11 at his toss, but he had the belts wouldn't even work on him. He had to have a drawstring or something. He was in the military, and then My dad is a little bit shorter than us, 6, but he never had any weight problems either. And then whenever they got into their working years and didn't have enough time to exercise still, like they just started gaining, like it wasn't on purpose, obviously.
Right.
Time they slowly started gaining weight until there was too much that it was out of their control. I know with me, I college, like I was saying, I was on the tennis team, and it was 151. So I shot up like 17 pounds over the summer. Anything just with muscle and with healthy body weight. And then I got kicked off the tennis team because I told my coach to go F himself.
You know, in my experience, that tends to not be good for the longevity of your membership on a team.
Yeah, it's definitely does not.
That's been my experience. I don't know. I know that might sound crazy, but
Yeah, definitely. And so after I got kicked off the tennis team, I started partying more, delving into my, which it was already kind of there, just used not being on the tennis team anymore as an excuse.
right.
Then I shot up to like 170.
You shot up to 170, like 170 pounds.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was at that.
Now that I'm not on a team and in graduate school, I'm a little bit past that.
Right.
Over, but so it's a lot of things when it has to do with combating health conditions. It's just a lot of people have more time than they realize. In my experience, I don't know how true this is for my dad. Like he started teaching at a middle school every day. During his off period, he would find time to run like 4 or 5 miles. Then he
Hey, I'm on a meeting with.
got away from that, stopped doing that. He's a very involved coach, putting his own training and health on the back. And then the weight just started creeping up on him, which is the same thing when my grandfather got injured and out of being in the military. Like he was put on injured reserve or whatever they call that.
No.
Exactly what happened to him. The weight just started piling on before they could do anything about it.
It's like you're working hard at school.
Yeah. Well, we're actually meeting on Discord because our thing wouldn't work.
Oh, sorry.
That's the only thing I could figure out to work, so I'm recording it.
Are you almost
Hey, sorry, I just got a little distracted. My family came in, so I muted myself.
That's fine.
Ilham, are you still with us?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that? Maybe. Maybe no.
Maybe. So health condition is
I can't hear you, Wilhelm.
Same.
This.
Ilham, ¿dónde? Oh man. Well, I hope that.
I think it's at our
Oh.
internet. I think.
Yeah, I do think it's your internet. I do think that's what it is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
My internet. Okay. I'm not having this problem.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's frustrating.
And when it comes to health condition, you just have to learn how to manage to manage. Just for me personally, it's just to early or taking medication or self-care. Self-care is very important.
Andy, are you hearing her?
I was hearing bits and pieces, but
Can you hear me?
yep. Well, usually I can hear a few words and then I can't hear the whole sentence. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure whatever you said was good. Oh gosh.
The last thing that I got was self-care is very important, which purpose slash reasoning behind exercise for physical health, but also in our field, counseling beneficial for mental health as well.
Yeah, and that actually is the next point. Kind of connects to this. But number 3 is that exercise improves mood. And so to me, I think this is something that's really important to me because I don't like to be miserable. I like to be happy, and I feel like the more consistent I've been with exercise, the happier I am. What do you guys think?
I feel like that would, if I had that mindset in the long run, because whenever I get stressed out, I go outside and take a cigarette, and it's very temporarily stress relief. Whereas working out all the time in high school and college, I was I was always happy and better for you than that temporary stress relief of a cigarette.
Right. Ilham, what are your thoughts?
Um,
There,
can you hear me?
I heard
yeah, there we go.
Obviously, exercising is very. That's my goal to start exercising, which I don't do. It's a goal, but
very good. I don't think we could really hear you, unfortunately.
Same. I mean, I got it kept cutting out, so I couldn't get a continuation.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, Ilham. I wish I could fix your Wi-Fi for you.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I don't know.
like connection, whatever internet you have, Andy, it is so clear, comes through fine. Fine.
Yeah, I don't know what the persisting issue is over there, but I definitely feel like it's gonna be something to do with the Wi-Fi over on Ilham's side, because it seems to be isolated over there.
I have
So
any issues on my end.
you've been coming in just fine. I've had no
Okay.
problems hearing you.
I imagine probably the exact same that I.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we can just move on to the next one. Let's see. Exercise boosts energy. That's big. I don't know about you guys, but energy to me is something that I really need. I just can't. I can't do what I need to do in the day if I don't have energy. I feel like my days are so involved. You know, I've got a family, I've got 2 girls, I've got, my wife. I have all these things that I need to balance. And if I don't have the energy to do it, then I can't, how am I going to survive? You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So energy's very important to me. How do you feel about that, guys? Ilham or Maximus? Can I call you Maximus?
whatever you want, as long as you're calling.
Oh, buddy.
Well, yeah, physical activity will increase your energy.
Yes.
I always say the blood flow to your brain.
I heard blood flow to my brain.
That's exactly what I heard.
I do want good blood flow to my brain. I will concede that.
I've always kind of had a life in a way.
You've always had what?
To life.
To life?
Yes.
Like Fiddler on the Roof? To life? L'chaim? Is that what you mean? It's a musical.
Since I was 7.5, I've been prescribed Ritalin, and so it wakes me up, as well as all of my intellectual power where it needs to be focused on.
Right.
Other people not everybody gets to get prescribed that. I mean, although probably why my grades sucked my freshman and sophomore year of college, because I didn't take it, should have, and I sold it instead.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that does have a impact on that.
GPA was 2.49. My GPA in high school was like 7 or something. It was ridiculous. I mean, it was as pretty much as perfect as one could possibly get,
Right.
have been capable of, but rather than taking it, and I got introduced to alcohol in my college sports team. I didn't really care about school that much. I cared about money, stuff. Stayed, exercise, then I probably had all those extracurricular activities.
All right, Ilham, did you have anything you wanted to add to that? Is she still here? Oh, I hear a murmur.
Yeah. I was gonna add to also creating new habits important, especially. Oh, to do it. Thing that I enjoy doing.
I heard enjoy doing.
Yes. Yes. Habits.
I heard habits. You can maybe type in the chat what you're trying to get at. I don't think we can hear you, sadly. Let's see.
She is typing.
Oh, she's typing. Okay. So we'll wait to see what is said.
Habits.
Create new habits. Still typing. Still typing.
Still on item 4, right? About it boosts energy.
Yeah, we'll move on to promotes better sleep here in a second. I just want to see what Ilham says.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For me, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. I want you to be able to talk. For me, going on walks like you suggested or sign up for dance class. I couldn't disagree with more with your dance class suggestion. That is not good. Actually, I'm kidding. I do So I do a lot of musical theater. I don't know if I've told you guys that, but I do plays. I'm a singer, and I always have to dance in those shows. And it's always the hardest thing for me to learn. Dance is so hard. My body
love
just doesn't like to
dance.
move.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I played have you ever seen the musical Shrek? At least seen the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
I played there's a Broadway musical version of Shrek, and I played Lord Farquaad.
Are you serious? You played Lord Farquaad?
Yeah. Do you guys want to see a video?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
All right, let me pull it up. I did the whole. So you know how Lord Farquaad, if you've seen Shrek, he's very short, right?
Yes, incredibly.
Yeah. So I had to do the whole part on my knees.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. It's weird you say that because my husband and I were just talking about Lord Farquaad yesterday.
Really?
That's really weird. Yeah.
What are
And
the
it's like,
odds?
wow.
Okay, let me find this. There it is. All right, here you go. I'm posting it in the chat. That's me playing Lord Farquaad. You can watch it after our session, maybe. Or right now if you have to.
Okay, well, no, I'll pause it for now.
All right,
Uh,
number 5. Exercise promotes better sleep. This is my favorite one because I love to sleep and I never feel like I have time to sleep. But when I do sleep, it's awesome. I freaking love it.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I struggled with sleep. Even when consistently on a sports team and working out, I must say, I was on a sports team. Medication for sleeping. I just figured I would get to sleep whenever I got there. Since I injury, taken a medication since
yeah.
I have not been on a sports team, so I can definitely see that it's much more beneficial. Just call it dump a bunch of pills in your body all the time.
Yeah. I've had sleep aids before. There's been I remember when I was in college in particular, I had a really hard time sleeping. And that's ironically I think when I was not exercising very well.
Uh,
And so
Understandable.
I had to do that. Um I'm glad I don't have to now. I feel like I hit the pillow and I'm just out now.
This video that you shared on the chat, I clicked on the check mark and it said added as Alan Pratchell saved, so I can go back and watch it later.
Wait, what?
I had to save it, so I clicked on the check mark and it said add, and it now says added as Alan Pratchell.
On the
I'm
YouTube
wondering-
video?
I'm wondering if that like saves it to my.
Are you talking about the YouTube video I shared? Max? You there?
Hear me?
Sorry, you were cutting out. Are you talking about the YouTube video I shared?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you kind of. I think maybe you were cutting out.
It's cutting off.
What?
Can
Whatever
oh,
you did, stop. Can I hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I
See, we can't have both Ilham and Max at the same time. It's got to be one or the other. So now I've got Ilham, but no Max.
don't know, huh?
So, all right, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, Ilham, how do you feel about exercise promoting better sleep?
I love to sleep. For 12 hours I would. So
Yeah,
I think sleeping. So okay, if you sleep better, promote so I've noticed that like in my country we don't only work 5 hours.
yeah,
Even when we go to school, you go to school and then around 1 you're home. Everyone takes a nap. Country. Everyone takes a nap. They are big on taking naps there.
in Djibouti? You
It's
said in
it's like
Djibouti they're big on taking naps?
uh,
You keep cutting out
you
when you
only
say yes or no. I can't tell if you're saying yes or no.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
All right, I'm moving to Djibouti tomorrow. This country emphasizes naps. That is the country for me. Let's go.
Yeah, we take naps every day, and we
Every
only work
day?
five
Like it's
hours.
like they take breaks in their work day?
They only work 5 hours a day. They come home, eat lunch, and take nap. Take a nap, and the rest of the afternoon is yours. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to go back to work or to school.
I love Djibouti.
golly.
Let's
I
go.
kind of want to move there too.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. And I just got back. My husband and I went on vacation a couple months ago, and that was the only time I had going to going to sleep like sleep problems, and I started to take a sleep aid to go to sleep
Yeah.
for 12 hours. 12 hours. Like in Djibouti, right now it's 8:48 a.m. Correct? Over there it's 8:48 p.m. When I got back, my hours were all messed up, so I couldn't sleep. I was up during the day, went to work, came back, and I was not able to go
Is that
hours.
8:48 tonight or like last night?
Night, same day, but a night,
Ahead of us.
12 hours.
Hey Ilham, I just gotta say that was like a full paragraph that I heard from you without it cutting out.
Hey, progress. It's progress.
I'm very pleased.
Teaching the program progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Happy.
Oh, guys, I've got bad news. I'm trying to upload this or open this first file and it won't let me. I hope there's not something wrong with it.
Open file to what?
It's recorded via QuickTime, and
And you're
I'm
not transfer it to YouTube?
We'll see. I think I might have an issue, but I think we're good. I'm sure. I'm sure we'll be good. I hope. I will figure it out.
We trust you.
Oh man. Hopefully it works. All right. Max, you got to go in 10 minutes, huh? Okay. So number 6 is that exercise puts a spark into your sex life. I don't know if I really feel like talking about that. I think we can just accept that that's true and good. And
Let's move on.
let's move on. All right. So if that's important to you, exercise. Exercise can be fun and social is tip number 7. And I will agree with that because I remember, at least when I was, let's see, I was in college and I had a buddy who was my workout friend. And he was freaking so motivating. Because he just pushed me so hard to get stronger, and I loved that. And it was just a very very positive relationship. It was very fun to go work out with him. Have you guys had that kind of thing before, where working out with somebody is a thing, and that kind of helps motivate you?
I've been trying to talk to my daughter to see if we can motivate each other and work out together. She's a workaholic just like me too. Goes to university every day after school. She goes to work. She works at home really late, so by the time she gets home, she's big.
Right.
Have a membership walking distance from our fitness place. I was been telling her to just maybe go together and motivate each other to go, but the hours, her hours and our day where we can start,
Right. Yeah, I
you're
think
absolutely
ex-
right. You have to.
exercising with somebody, I found, because right now I go with my dad, but we do our own thing because I carpool to work with my dad. We work at the same place, and we live close to each other. And I personally just have a hard time finding somebody that can work out with me. It's kind of hard to do from a just from a simple logistical standpoint. So it's kind of like an ideal, but I don't feel like it's essential either. You can make it work without. I just would rather, if possible, I'd rather have somebody to work out with.
And I feel like that's one of my biggest issues right now. I don't really have. I mean, when I was on the tennis team, I had teammates to go run with me or something, and college kids all the time. My dad has his thing going on. I gotta really as motivated to go work out on my own as I would be with a friend or something.
Right.
Even when I was going to grad school on campus before I was suspended, um, one of the professors became pretty good friends. So on Wednesday, like after class would end, we would go to the gym on campus and work out together. In shape at that point too, just with nobody consistently around me at This I can't seem to get moved.
All right, so we've got 5 minutes. Maybe we should knock out healthy eating in the last 5 minutes. Um, there are also 5 benefits of healthy eating that I found through, I think this was WebMD. I forgot where I found it now, actually. But it was funny because they were very similar to the benefits of exercising. And so there were 5 benefits. Number one was that it controls weight, which was also number one of exercise. Number two is that it improves mood, which was number three of the exercise. Number three was that it combats diseases, which was number two. Number four was boosts energy, which was number four. And then number five was a bit different. This was the only one that was kind of unique based on the first list on exercise, and that was that it improves longevity. It helps contribute to a longer life. So, that's all. I mean, that kind of goes without saying, right? Because if you're gonna eat very poorly, then it is likely that you are going to end up having a shaky future with bad cholesterol or whatever. So anyway, what are some of your guys' thoughts on that?
I know that on that last part, improves longevity of life. That is very, very true. Because on her side of the family, yeah, like 96 is the average. Not average, but there are several people on her side of the family. 96, and they have all eaten. I mean, they're from New England, so fried foods isn't really as big of a thing down there. And then dad's side of the family, which all typically all reside in Texas, a huge thing, and he has had several uncles, great uncles, grandfathers heart attacks at a very, very young age. His uncle passed away at the age of 34 from a heart attack.
Right.
And I try to eat. I gotta stop smoking.
Yep, I think that kind of goes without saying, man. But you can do it.
Oh, I've heard several people have quit smoking by starting to go to the gym, and that person go to the gym.
All right. Well, I think that we're about at time. You need to head. And so I'm going to stop this here in a second. Any final closing thoughts, words of wisdom? Complaints? Hate mail?
Life. Enjoy your life.
Ilham, I'm so sorry that we couldn't hear you for a lot of this.
It's not you guys' fault, but it's my internet. I'm gonna call them. Internet company today. As soon as
Yes.
I'm done with this, I'm gonna give him a call.
Send them hate mail. Did you just give us a breakup line? You're like, it's not you, it's me. That's a breakup line. Are you dumping us? My gosh. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to work on uploading this to YouTube. Hopefully that will be sufficient.
Thank you.
I'll let you know how it
Check
goes.
the forums and see what she says.
Yep, I'm just going to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it, and then I'm going to share it with her and ask her if we can do it that way and say, here's the links.
Sounds good. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.